Hi friends, I'm the vegan. Yeah, I make a smoothie today and I pick a fruit that I would like. And berries, cherries, these kind of fruits are among the healthiest we have. You see the color already is so telling. These red colors are super healthy. Cherries are one among the healthiest. But all fruit and veggies in general, I have to say, before I go into the details, all fruit and veggies that we eat are healthy. They have a lot of phytonutrients, a lot of antioxidants and anti-inflammatories. So they are really healthy. That's what science looks at most. And then there are specific details, which fruit is for what especially. And that is hard to make out with science because every plant has thousands of phytonutrients. So they work together in a very complicated way for us hard to understand. So I rather go with flavor. And berries are super delicious. I always loved them before even going vegan. And now I know the science says they are the healthiest. So I picked a cherry today. It's frozen, and that's good for a smoothie because when you blend them, the smoothie gets a little bit warmer, and you want to have it a little bit fresh, not too warm. Some smoothies might be like that, but I want to have a light fruit smoothie today. Sometimes I begin my day with a fruit smoothie, light, just freshening me up, giving me energy immediately without big digestion also. And other days I have more calories in the morning, more fat and protein like a salad or so. Especially when I look at my overall calories in the day, you know that the calories in the morning, they count less. Lunch counts a little bit more, and most calorie counts is in the evening. You have a dinner, then the calories are most heavy. Yeah, so especially sometimes I feel something fresh and easy in the morning, even if I know the breakfast for when I want to have a healthy weight. So most of the people have to lose weight a little bit. Then the breakfast is the most important meal, most calories in the morning, and that helps keeping a balanced weight. So, but today that's fruit. And I want to have a little bit in medium. I'm not completely only fruit. That would be very light. Yeah, fruit smoothie is a very light meal. Yeah, just fruit. The lightest is only one fruit. It depends on the fruit, of course, but when we combine it a little bit, it gets a little bit more complex. But it's no problem for the body to digest if you are healthy. But today I want to have a little bit more protein in there and fat, and that's why I add flax seeds. And this is another important ingredient. Flax seeds is something for daily use. It's very inexpensive, as opposed to chia seed, but are pretty similar. Both are super healthy. Both are high in omega-3 fat. We need the fats. This kind of special fat is very important for the muscles and for the brain too. Yeah, very important. And we need it. And not many plants have it. So flaxseed has abundance, chia seed also. Now question was, what is more healthy, flax seeds or chia seeds? Both have abundance health benefits, but in the overall, we have to say flaxseed seems to be more healthy when it comes to the lignans. Lignans are what is really powerful against colon cancer. Intestinal cancers, they are very dangerous in our culture. Many people have it from bad nutrition, of course, and stress and these kind of things. Eating animals is very bad for that. But the lignans in the flax seeds are super high, much higher than in chia seed. So that's why scientists would vote for flaxseed in the end, and they're very expensive. But chia seed are also super healthy. As I said before, there are many, many health benefits in each plant. We don't really know what is really more healthy. I go with flavor, and I can taste the flavor of flax seeds. They are very different from chia seed, and sometimes I prefer chia seed because they have a more neutral flavor. Flax seeds have a more characteristic flavor. It tastes more like, I don't know, like flax seeds, super healthy. So now I will use them. One thing you have to know for flax seeds, and chia seeds is the same, you should blend them or grind them because otherwise they might just go through the system without being absorbed. And the big health benefits, the omega-3 fat and the lignans, and so they need to be absorbed especially, and that's why we have to ground them, otherwise they don't. So that's why I put it in the blender today. Could you also use a coffee grinder, a cheap one or so, $20, you have a coffee grinder. But with a power blender it's possible. I begin with a small amount of bananas. Small amount, I tell you why. Small amount to begin with. A banana is the base of the smoothie here. Yeah. For a cherry smoothie, I would use bananas here, 5 or 6 bananas here, to make it creamy. And the cherries alone would be more like a fruit jam or something, and the bananas make it a little bit more creamy. That's why I have the banana base. And but I use the bananas now together with a lemon here to get it more into working mode, easier into working mode. The blender, the blender also has to you have to put something into the blender that works best for the blender too. And lemon and banana in mixture, small amount, that it makes sure that the blender works perfectly. Immediately starts and grinds everything up. And now I put my flax seeds in there. You see, yeah, maybe that is a lot of flax seeds here. I have maybe 4 tablespoons here. You don't need that much. You can also have a teaspoon or 2 teaspoons. Yeah, a small amount. Today I want to have some more. I just put this, but the quantities, the measurements here for this smoothie very not important. Yeah, you have a whole lemon, and I will begin with this and a little bit of water, just a little bit. Make it easier to blend. And just I want to have the first blending now is to get the flax seeds blended. And the more I put into the blender, the less the chance the flax seed is blended. Maybe the flax seed swims up here while the rest is blended here. So with a small amount, it's easier to begin, to get everything blended. So that was the first job, to break up the flax seeds. That looks very nice. I taste it. I'm excited. I want to know what the flax seeds taste like for the banana smoothie. Yeah, it's very good with lemon. The flax seed has a pretty characteristic flavor. It comes through, not in a bad way, but it's there. I can't describe. A little bit like wood, direction, dry flavor, rather sweet than sour, but not, neutral a little bit, but I mean, I like it a lot. I like it. Very good, very healthy and light and pleasant flavor. Now I put the rest of the bananas in. The texture has to be definitely creamier. There is now too much flax seeds for this little banana, and I put some bananas in there, some dates in there, 5 or 6 dates, small dates or medium dates, because the cherries I have, they are sour. That is the super healthy, the sour flavor. The cherries, they are wonderful. They have a little bit sour flavor, especially when they are frozen. Sometimes they are a little bit sour. I thawed a little bit, but now blending it will of course cool the blender, the smoothie down to what I will like. And now I have my cherry smoothie, my flaxseed cherry banana smoothie. Good to put the cherries, the still almost frozen cherries, into this blender last, after the first blending, is because when you blend long time with the flaxseed in the beginning, it might warm up a little bit. And when then the cherries are already in, you even warm the cherries up if you blend too long. But now everything is already blended, and then I put the cherries in, and then they remain cool, because I don't need to blend that long anymore. It's a very simple thing, just physics. But now I will taste this. I want to see what's like now. The texture is nice. Oh yes, it's not too thick. I thought about putting a little more water in, but let's taste it. I want to see. I had that a little bit in my mind. The combination of cherries and flax seeds. So I put a lot of flax seeds in here to have them still there, but the cherries are also a very strong flavor, and the sour that blends very nicely with this strong flax flavor. But I will put a little bit more water because it's a little bit thick, a little bit grainy from the seed. And we know the flax will soak and gel a little bit. There's a lot of gel in flax. That's very important. The gel washes out the heavy metals from the body. So chia seed and flax seeds, and they have this benefit to get rid of the heavy metals to help us. So they soak a little bit, they gel, and I need a little more water. One more. Now it's adjustment, yeah, tweaking a little bit. It's more texture now. Yeah, looks better. A good texture is important for the flavor too, because otherwise you don't taste everything. It's a little bit lumpy then, and you don't taste it. Now everything unfolds. Let's see if it's right. Yeah. Yeah. And I have this wonderful flax flavor, very light, very slightly over the cherry. I don't compare it with chocolate, but I would say it is in this direction, you know. Delicious. Try something with flax seeds. Very simple things like this one. Just easy cherries, bananas, flax seeds, and the lemon and the dates. They make it a little bit more strong, yeah, more intense. But basically it's cherry, banana, and flax seeds. Try something like that. I say flax seeds are wonderful. See the texture here? Very nice. It runs into the glass. The color is beautiful. I love it. It's so easy. And it's very inexpensive. You have the flax seeds, bananas, the frozen cherries, very inexpensive and super healthy. What do you want more? Let me say one more word to health issues. Some people have sometimes asked me about combining fat and fruit. Yeah, they say, oh, it's too heavy and so. If it is too heavy for you, just leave it away, eat it by itself. But overall, I have to say, science says our body, a healthy body, is made to digest everything at the same time. Because everything we eat is a simple explanation. Every seed we eat is made of 3 main ingredients. There's carbohydrates, fat, and protein. Everything we eat has these 3 basic. Yeah? We eat most carbohydrates and a little bit of protein and fat. That's what science says. All agree on that. Nope, almost all. But the thing is, all of these macronutrients, we call it, they need all of them. Each of them needs a different enzyme to be digested. And we are made to digest everything together because all these enzymes are released by the body at the same time when we eat anything. So they come into the system at the same time, and they don't interfere. Formerly, some people thought, oh, they might interfere, they might balance each other out, they don't work together. That's wrong. We have now evidence that they don't interfere, they work together perfectly, and that's why a healthy body can digest everything together. Just to let you know, not a big thing, but just not to worry about combining anything you like. Especially in raw food. Cooked a little bit different, yeah, more complicated, but for raw food, very easy. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoy. If so, thumbs up, like my video, subscribe, MDB on YouTube. Have another video every single day, another recipe, and find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter.